Our next skater represents Switzerland, 18-year-old Aurelian CHERVET. Third Junior Grand Prix season, very scholastic young man working towards his graduating in physics and applications in mathematics. Is pretty amazing. I said that in the short program as well. We wish him the best here in the free program.
And Aurelian has been in the final group for the free skate before. He experienced that in Gdansk last season, hoping to stay in at least 6th or move up as he skates to enjoy the silence. Switzerland's Aurelian CHERVET just shaking his head. But Ted, you said that the practices this morning were a bit more reflective of this, and Aurelian just not in a comfortable place at this moment.
Yeah, I really felt for him this morning, and something isn't quite right. I don't know if there were, I'm not saying there is any sort of injury or whatever, but he wasn't himself, and he's a good skater, but he sort of lost control and was hoping and guessing and, you know, shoving and trying. He was working so hard, but he didn't have his body under control, and you saw the same thing here, although some of the elements he did get under control. And I think he's quite a good skater, but this was a very rough day, both in practice and in competition. He seemed take him off the triple axel. I didn't see him try a triple axel this morning. He might have, but I just didn't see one. And so good for him to give that a try in competition. There's the triple lutz, and he slides off the edge. So the takeoffs look pretty good. It's just that he's not checking out early enough and continues to turn, rotate as he makes contact with the ice. You need to stop that rotation. He did that here. He opened up at the right time up into the double axle. Watch him open up right now and gets that done. So I think his timing for the landings was just off, as we see some of the other moves a little bit later in the program. But a good skater, a very rough night.
Yeah, and what I have to admire, though, for Aurelian is, having heard you say that the practice this morning was such a challenge, to then see that he maintained rotation. He fought for everything.
Yes.
There were 4 falls in that program, and I know what I would have done. I would have started to pop, pop, and pop, but Aurelian ensured that he dug deep, and now you can see Coach Michael Redden just doing all he can to make light of what is otherwise really frustrating.
I think that was a really good point. This young man did not give up, even though the more he made a mistake, the more he had to say, oh, what's going wrong? But he didn't give up. That is the sign of a skater who will succeed eventually. You're going to have those bad days of not being in control of yourself at all. That was today for this young man, but he'll figure that out. And this will be a lesson that will bring value in the future. We always say it because it's always true.
And the hard part now for the coach is just to try to stay connected, because there's so little that can be said for the coach at this point, and just, you know, checking in, a little pat on the leg, just a little, you know, sign to say I'm here for you. I know that's not what you wanted, and really offering space to be.
The coach is listening to him, not talking at him or talking even with him. He's just listening to him. Smart move. Good job. Let's take a look at the scores. Numbers aren't not going to please him, that's for sure. 95.46 for 14th in the free program, with a total competition score of 157.19. That'll put him overall into 8th place. This is a good skater and a tough day. We'll see much more from him, I'm sure, in the future.